Hellos, welcomes back everyone, Anthwolf here with even more Star Wars The Old Republic, playing as the Sith Warrior Curse. Where we last left off here on Dromund Kaas, we're on our way now to Lord Graffin's estate to speak to another apprentice of Darth Baras and learn how we can weaken the Sith Lord Graffin himself. Darth Baras doesn't want him slain, but definitely wants him crippled to pursue Baras's own goals. But before we head over to the estate, there is a heroic mission we can do. And there's a couple of other objectives we can do when we're inside the estate.
Hold your position, please, and keep your weapon holstered. The remotes are scanning you now. You check out. Sorry, my lord. We're on the lookout for anyone with Lord Grafin, and I'm sick of letting him stomp on my people.
My lightsaber is the only authorization I need to pass.
With respect, being Sith doesn't get you a pass here. Not when it's one of your own who's the problem. Look, stick around a minute. I don't know if you're familiar with the situation, but Graffin's a nightmare. The Sith Lord's gone rogue. He's holed up in his estate past the wall. He's got weapons, shields, and a cadre of scientists developing new tech to use against us. Grafin wants respect and authority from the Dark Council, so in true Sith fashion, he turned on his masters to prove his power. As a result, we have to put up with this lunacy. So if you're here to cause Grafin problems anyway, you might help us out.
You have weapons and training. Handle things yourself.
Believe me, I'd like to, but my hands are tied. Here's the story. There are nearly 100 men assigned to this sector, some on the wall, some watching Grafin. 20 are missing. My men. Practically my kids. Grafin stole them, and I want them back.
Why would Lord Grafin be kidnapping soldiers?
I don't know what Lord Grafin wants with them. Maybe he's holding them hostage just to demoralize us. Who knows? But if you're heading to Graffin's grounds, help them get out. Tell them to report back to their Duchess. That's, what they call me.
Duchess? You'll have to explain that.
You try making it as an officer without getting tagged with a nickname. I've got reports saying that Graffin's been transporting prisoners to another wing of his estate. I don't know if it's my people he's moving, but it's worth checking out. Watch yourself. Grafin doesn't mess around.
To be fair, neither do we. But I need a modification station. But since we're heading into the estate anyway, we can look for some missing soldiers. Now we have Captain Bryn here as well.
Good thing I'm not afraid of heights. Or invading a hostile Sith compound, for that matter.
It's not as if you'd have much of a choice. But well.
Shh. Have to be very careful. Lord Graffin's eyes are everywhere. He's suspicious of all strangers. He must be blind to our doings.
Your name, now.
Captain Bryn, Imperial Special Forces. This work requires intense concentration, a special kind of mind. Graffin's trouble, see? Big trouble. Mad scientist type, likes weapons, cyborgs, droids, ergonomic chairs. My mission's to keep an eye on him, watch for anything suspicious. But I don't know what you're doing here.
I'm going to storm Lord Graffin's estate.
I figured as much. Sharp eyes, see? I can tell these sorts of things. I don't mean to be pushy, but since you're going that way, maybe you wouldn't mind helping me out.
I'm listening. What's your trouble?
See, my orders are to keep my distance and not enter Lord Graffin's place or cause any kind of ruckus. But I'm supposed to see about a certain prototype turret design the Rogue Lords supposedly acquired. Empire wants it for mass production.
What's so special about this turret?
I don't know specifics, only that it's supposed to be pretty powerful. Lord Graffin's got the turrets hidden inside somewheres. I'd go looking for them myself, but orders are orders. I have to stay put. Since you're going in, you could maybe poke around and see if you can't find the plans to those turrets.
We'll see if I come across them.
That's all I ask. The thing is, you never get past the turrets unless you take out a guard and get a security badge. The security badge transmits a signal that tells the turrets the badge holder is friendly. So the op is, get a security badge off a guard, find those turrets and grab the plans. Easy, right? I'll be keeping an eye out here, right where you found me.
Is there a world here in the galaxy where there are, I'm guessing, Irish humans? Interesting. Either way, before we head into the estate, there's one more thing for us to do. And I think it's the Shadow Spawn heroic mission. Lord Shalaf has recruited you to bind a creature spawned by Sith alchemy. First, you need to recover several Sith runes which are in the possession of Sith acolytes who tried to bind the creature and failed. Head down to the bog and take the Sith runes from the bodies of the dead Sith acolytes. And I think this used to be a Heroic 4 mission, but of course the wildlife now has been weakened, that you can do it with just yourself and your companion. Someone might already be doing the mission, because there's normally some wildlife here. And we gain level 22. Awesome. So we'll go grab this rune and then we'll go see what else we've learned. Okay. So, level 22. We have Enrage. 45-second cooldown. Instantly generate 6 rage. Very useful. And we do have a new passive skill. Ah yes, new utility. New passive is at level 24. Okay. We'll just let Sweeping Slash do a bit more damage. That'll come in handy. That looks like someone has been here recently. I wonder if there's a Sith assassin, because they could stealth through quite a few of the enemies. Maybe. Oh, no, it's a mercenary. Don't mind me, I'll just help myself to this rune while you're keeping the enemy busy. And we have all 5 runes in our possession, so let's go see if we can summon the creature. So, how do we do this again? Let's see. Can we move these around? We can. There you go. So, peace is a lie. There is only passion. Through passion I gain strength. Through strength I gain power. Through power I gain victory. And through victory my chains are broken. The force shall free me.
If I die, I'm going to haunt you.
Ah, bugger.
I have my Sith spawn. You have your reward. Our business is concluded.
And that was Lord... is it Shalaf? Thanking us for completing the mission. Okay. So let's get ourselves over to Lord Graffin's estate now. So we need to locate the Mask of Revan, obtain a security badge to find out about these prototype turrets, and find the Duchess's missing soldiers. And then maybe speak to Darth Barris's other apprentice. Oh, making reasonable progress. We're level 22 here, while still on Dromund Kaas, 4 levels beyond what we should be on this world.
Better check I still have all my parts.
And there is a staged bonus mission. Oh, excellent. We gained the security badge there. We need to defeat another 30 members of Graffin's forces for stage 2. But yeah, he has not just like Imperial forces protecting him for some reason, but he has his own, I suppose, acolytes and apprentices. experimental droids here in the manufacturing plant.
Authorization. System cannot identify. Please don't go. Please don't go. What's happening? Are you with Lord Grathan? Are you invading? System cannot identify.
I'm here on my own. Lord Grathan is an enemy.
Then who? System cannot stop. Reassigning priorities. Operating number 2188-697. Please. Did the Duchess send you? Please help me.
Tell me what happened to you.
Grathan's people took us prisoner for experiments. The scientists cut open our heads, put us in droids. Identification model OHK-99. They program us for advanced intelligence. Enhanced combat tactics. Now my body's lying dead across the room. I can see it.
Are the rest of the soldiers still alive?
I'm the last. The others have all been converted. They can't talk, can't disobey. But I know they can still think, feel. Please listen. You could disable us all. Send the shutdown command from our central command console. Please. You could put an end to this. Use the command console. I can't go with you, motor and combat systems non-functional. Please, make it stop hurting.
I see. So that's the ensign's body there. He's been somehow transferred. Maybe, well, his brain, his head's still intact. What's this? I have no idea. Either way, he is the last of maybe 20 soldiers which have been experimented upon and transformed into the droids. Using this console, you can disable the droid units or set them to report back to the Empire. Am I feeling particularly merciful? Not really. While I may not entirely condone of what's happened, it's happened, so I'm sure we could find some use for them.
Scare me?
So we just need to clear out a few more. There we are. Stage 2 complete. Ah, this mission's actually... It hasn't scaled like the others have, so technically it's only level 13. The fact that it's grayed out means we're not actually getting any experience, or very little experience, from its completion. But We may as well do it anyway. Let's activate the experimental warbot. I'll take that data core, thank you very much. And we just need to hand it over once we get back over to the wall. So, we need to get into the turret weapons lab and we need to go to the secure vault, both of which are actually in Lord Graffin's main structure. But in here is it Drekil? I suppose his name is. Hello. Oh, you. Shooting me in the back. How very dare you. There's a Sith Juggernaut over there.
You must be the operative Lord Barris sent. I thought he'd choose a stealthy assassin, not some senseless savage.
Barris knows what he's doing.
I suppose he wants a spectacle, or he wouldn't have entrusted such a blunt and tactless animal.
There's more to me than meets the eye.
We've got business to handle. With the entire complex roused, we'll have to get in each other's faces another time. Now listen. Lord Grathan is a rogue Sith who boldly defies the Dark Council. Locked away here, he's been untouchable. Lord Barris wants to let Grathan know he can be reached. And after a year undercover, I've discovered the way. Lord Grathan has a son.
I'm fascinated to hear where this is going.
I was assigned to find Grathan's weakness. He's kept his son a secret in order to protect him from his enemies. Grathan would be devastated if his only child and heir was dead. That would send a message.
Won't killing his son just make Grathan mad?
Lord Barris seeks to imbalance Grathan, make him sloppy. Grathan's kid is nearly 20 and strong with the Force. He's been trained in the ways of the Sith since birth. You'll have your hands full.
I highly doubt it.
All right. Maybe underestimating your foes works for you. Grathan's away on business. I managed to hack a special spike that will get you inside his private quarters. But first you're going to have to knock out Grathan's surveillance station so you aren't seen entering the quarters.
What do I care if I'm observed?
The surveillance system is also a sophisticated defense network. If you don't destroy the system before entering the private chambers, you'll never make it. All you have to do is locate the monitoring stations around the compound and, well, stick your lightsaber in them. Think you can handle that brute?
Keep calling me names, Baal. You're playing with fire.
Is it so easy to get under your skin? That's all then. Destroy the monitoring stations, then get inside Grathan's private quarters. The son's name is Beelslit. Find him and end him. I'll meet you back here when you're done. Try not to screw up.
I kinda like his attitude.
Ah, we didn't have an opportunity to shock you there. The monitoring stations... They're actually inside. Okay. There's another... Well, actually, when we were doing the heroic mission, there was the opportunity to get another Datacron. But there's one also in the estate. Just following the left side of this wall. Well, yeah. And up there's like a hidden path through the wilderness, which will lead you to another Datacron. I'm not sure there's any more, like, bonus missions around here. Maybe. I don't think there's one here, but let's go down to the secure vault. We need to find the Mask of Revan.
Market value on this place must be sky high. Makes my brain hurt trying to figure.
Well, we almost managed to put the mask on. And then we got interrupted. The mask that once belonged to the Sith Lord Revan. Maybe. Oh, okay, there's another monitoring station up here. Two down, one to go. So we do need to take the left corridor. But the weapons lab is down this way. If those were the specialized turrets, I'm not impressed. Hello, droid.
Oh no! Oh, this is a disaster! Simply terrible! Somebody has to stop me! Somebody has to stop me right now!
Are you the one who's controlling these turrets?
I'm ashamed to say yes, but not by choice, I assure you. I'm programmed to understand over 100 languages and dialects, and in not one is the phrase on fire positive when referring to a person. Why, of all droids, I was chosen to maintain these awful things and protect their schematics, I will never understand. Oh, if only I didn't have this terrible restraining bolt restricting my actions. I'd destroy the plans to those turrets in an instant.
Wait, you have the plans to these things?
The turret schematics are stored within my databanks. If the restraining bolt was removed, I could delete them, ensuring that no more turrets could be built. It's the next best thing to disabling the turrets themselves. If you value organic life, you will remove my restraining bolt and let me destroy the schematics once and for all.
I'm downloading the plans for the Imperials.
If you're insistent on it, there's nothing I can do. After all, I'm not programmed for combat. If it were up to me, organic species would not be allowed to do such horrible things to each other.
We just pretend our enemies are droids.
Oh my, I think if I had a stomach, I would be sick right now.
Oh, okay, so these are the advanced turrets. The on fire. Yeah, I actually really enjoy flamethrowers. So, can I avoid? I don't think I can avoid this turret, can I? Oh well, set ourselves on fire once again. Oh, I avoided it. Yeah, if I was honestly going to own a weapon, flamethrower would be a tempting choice. Don't know why. Maybe I'm subconsciously a pyromaniac. Maybe. Either way, we have another electronic safe if we had any interest. So, this is where Graffin's son is meant to be.
Mother, a stranger approaches.
You don't know the half of it, kid.
I am Sylvanta Grathan. How dare you enter my son's room uninvited? Who are you?
Step aside, woman. I'm here for the boy.
You'll have to kill me first. And while my son is still an acolyte, I am fully Sith.
Then we have something in common, Sylvanta.
Then may the Force give me the strength to defeat you. Beelslit, take cover.
No, Mother! I stand at your side! Attack!
It always does the trick.
Did you? Oh, you injured Vet slightly. You probably chose the wrong target, but oh well.
Stop! You are more than a match for us! Mother, if I am the target, save yourself! I don't want to see you die!
My son, you must not sacrifice yourself for anyone, not even me. You must endure at all costs. Assassin, you've carved your way into the inner sanctum of Lord Grathan's compound, all to kill a boy. You are a breath away from the Master himself. Spare us, and I'll help you destroy Lord Grathan instead.
You reek of desperation.
I'm sure I do. I married Lord Grathan for power. It was a means to an end. Now I want out. I'm strong, but can't touch my husband. How long I've waited for someone to end his oppressive rule.
You have my attention.
A wicked plan is taking shape. Long ago, my husband was nearly beheaded. Now he cannot exist without his helmeted mask. Everyone knows this. Kill Lord Grathan. My son will wear the mask and assume his mantle. He'll publicly rant that his son was murdered. No one will be the wiser.
What's in it for me?
In addition to appearing successful in your task, I'll reward you in either credits or an item of power, your choice.
An item of power, you say? You see, you are manipulating me here, because with Grathan dead, you would then be in control. You know, normally I would take this offer, but this time, not so much.
No amount is worth deceiving my master.
Beelslit, run!
No, Mother. If I am to die, I die alongside you.
I'm not sure if you can still kill them after you've killed Lord Grathan, but Darth Baras didn't want him defeated or broken. He just wanted him to be sloppy. I'm not too sure. I do know that if you do the deed, then Sylvanta there, you can flirt with her while in front of Vet. But, yeah. Oh well. The task is done, exactly as Darth Barris instructed. But what happens is, if you're unaware of course, is if you decide to kill Lord Graffin yourself, she will ask her son to take up his armour and his helmet and assume the role. And she will kind of take the position of kind of regent, guiding him. Which is also a viable option. Another reason why I just didn't decide to go along with it is because we're not sure how how old he is, Lord Graffin. But his son is meant to be powerful in the Force. Obviously he wasn't, but he could grow into power and he'd have longer to do it. So, yeah, decided against that. Did you just say boom while pulling the trigger of your blaster pistol? Okay. Yeah, didn't forget about you this time. So we need to go speak to the other apprentice to let him know the task is done.
I'm surprised you survived. So is it done? Is Grathan's son dead?
I didn't even break a sweat.
Somehow I doubt that. Doesn't say much for Grathan security forces if a clumsy clod like you was able to bang into his private chamber and off his son.
Why don't you back up that mouth with action?
That's exactly what I had in mind. Killing the murderer of Grathan's son will solidify my cover here. Barris can replace you easily.
Aren't you the scoundrel?
You don't know the half of it. Though I'm more than capable of facing you alone, a smart man uses every advantage. And I am a smart man.
The intruder! The intruder is here! Everyone to me! Attack!
Vet, deal with the guards for me, please.
Brutal. Better check us through on their parts.
Oh well, that didn't go to plan for you, did it? So, where do we need to go? Quick travel back to the wall. There's a few quests we need to hand in there. And then we can go back to Cast City and report our success. We do need to hand over the Revanite mask as well, of course. Do we want to do that? Yeah, why not? We'll make this video a little bit longer because we'll continue assisting the Revanites before we head back to Cast City.
Great, you're back. I take it you have the plans to the turrets then? Can't wait to lay me eyes on them. Can't wait to take them back to the Empire.
It's all yours. Enjoy.
This is great news. These turrets are the future of Imperial anti-personnel weaponry, and Lord Grathan wanted to keep them all to himself. And we showed him. Can't wait to try these out on some Republic scum. Good work.
We're getting quite close to the first tier of dark side alignment. And we gain level 23.
So, I guess I have to thank you for returning my soldiers. My soldiers who've been tormented and put in droid bodies. My soldiers whom I didn't even recognize at first. You brought them back to me.
I did exactly what you asked me to do. I returned them alive.
They're missing their minds. They'll take orders, but they can't think like people anymore. Not your fault, I get that. Blast. But looking at those droids makes me sick.
Find some self-respect, worm.
Best thing to hope for is that with time, they don't remember what's happened. Hope that their brains shut down completely. Blast it all. Anyway, you've earned your pay. You've made my superiors very happy. Those men.
Your attitude serves you poorly.
Understood. You won't hear it again. I'll see you around. And anyway, I need to contact these droids' families.
Let's see, we have a couple of implants to choose from. I'll take this one. Oh, hello. We are tuned to the dark side. As such, our pupils have changed colour. And as we further our descent, if we further our descent of course, that change will become more and more prominent. So, it's probably easy to take a transport service droid, a taxi,
Destination?
over to the Revanite compound. Oh. And, oh, there you go. My cape got bunched up there. So, who are we going to hand this over to? Tarun Aladra. To me, it doesn't really matter. No new skills are level 23, that's fine. Let's give it Aladra.
Ah, you've returned. You must have talked to Tarun by now. Did you make it out to the estate? Did you? Did you see the mask? Wasn't it amazing?
I have the mask right here.
Oh, you have it. I never thought I'd see it again. Free from Grathan's prison at last. Free from the hands of heretics. It's a wonderful day.
You're fawning over a trinket. It isn't Revan, only a mask.
Oh, poor initiate. You still don't understand. But it's all right. The mask is with us now. I have a gift for you, to celebrate your success and the completion of the rite. I can't finish your initiation, only the Master can do that. But I can recognize achievement. You've done so very well. The mask will guide us forevermore.
Thanks, I guess. And now we have our next Elder.
More initiates. The compound's getting less secure all the time. Still, I suppose the Master knows what he's doing. And if you can follow the ways of Revan, we'll judge your worth.
What ways are you talking about?
Revan didn't work alone. Revan had allies, all walks of life. We're no different. You want to join us? You need to face the men and women who got here first and who've proved that they're loyal to the Master.
What would have to be done?
You need to show those in the Master's inner circle that you understand Revan's teachings. They'll ask questions. You'll answer. If they're not satisfied, they'll abandon the test of wisdom and begin your test of strength. Revan didn't suffer the weak.
Just tell me where to go.
Your pilgrimage starts in the jungle. You'll find your first guide there. He'll determine whether you're worth sending on to the rest. Be ready for anything, Initiate. The jungle's dangerous, and so are the true Revanites.
I'm still undecided whether or not we'll keep using Vet until we get some more companions. Compounds? That's not a word. Or I should use this to cut a handler license to gain a beast companion. Mainly because... Not because... We'll still be able to talk to Vet now and again and gain... learn more about her, I should say. But sometimes your companions will just come out with like little lines of dialogue depending on the situation, and it can make things interesting, whereas having a beast companion is more like just having a pet, but one that will actively fight with you. But it would be different. So I'm kind of contemplating. Here's the first true Revanite.
So, you have come. You who would join the Order of Revan. I am Moron Dokas, Lord of Beasts. I am Revanite, and I am Sith. What do you say to me?
Moron Dukas, I've come to prove myself worthy.
Very well. Then listen. For decades I have served the Master. He found me when I was a lava and saw that I was strong in the Force. Against the Empire's traditions he trained me. This is the way of Revan, to teach all species the path to power.
I see.
I comprehend your meaning.
Good. Now you will answer a question. And you will answer well, or face the claws of my pets. Why do you think Revan trained aliens in the ways of the Sith? Why did Revan offer power to all Seekers?
Revan knew that servants are more useful when they're powerful.
You answer well. You answer wisely. You speak like a true Revanite. You may proceed on your pilgrimage and seek worth in the eyes of another.
Let's get this out of the way.
Seek the mercenary called Seta Far as she teaches her soldiers. Then shall your trial continue.
Seta Far. So, despite most of the Empire being rather anti-alien, Curse himself, similar to what the Beast Handler was saying there, is in the same sort of mindset as Revan, apparently. That having servants that have power is a worthwhile thing. Bonus mission here, just to kill a few of the wildlife once again.
Talking. Have some of the men head into the city. They've earned a break from training.
Yes, Commander.
It's good to see you alive. Not everyone makes it past Morin. Raymond contacted me from the base. Said you wanted to join our society. Is it true?
Tell me who you are, then I'll answer.
I'm called Seta Far. I teach these mercenaries how to fight. My service to the Master is a matter of honor. Centuries ago, my clan fought Revan when we invaded the Republic with the rest of the Mandalorians. It was our privilege to battle Jedi. We lost the war over Malchor 5, but that was a privilege too. It's out of respect for Revan that I agreed to join the Master.
I see what you're saying.
I serve the Order to ensure Revan's name isn't forgotten. Revan was a warrior, a leader, and deserves to be remembered. Since you're not bound by honor, how do I know you won't sully the Dark Lord's memory? What can you do for the Order in Revan's name?
I will gain power to rival Revan.
Is that so? Fine. You want to say garbage like that? You can prove you're worth my time. I sent out a squad of clansmen to hunt the local wildlife. Their camp's nearby. Defeat them, or get yourself killed. And don't worry. Talking here will make sure they know you're coming.
Yes, Commander.
I keep on forgetting what you actually meant to say to her. The Mandalorians respect, like, combat ability, so I always assume it's related to that. But I always assume it and I always get it wrong. Either way, we need to defeat 10 Mandalorians to prove ourselves. That wasn't too bad.
Revan earned the respect of my grandfathers and grandmothers by defeating them in battle. Now you've earned mine. You're not Revan. Not yet, at least. But you're something. You've got my approval to join the Order.
You honor me.
You'll need to talk to one more person before you head back to the compound. Find Major Pathel. He oversees security on the wall.
I will be there soon.
Glory to Mandalore. And glory to our master.
Sometimes I can't tell whether or not my character should come out and say these lines sarcastically or not. Like when he says, "You honor me." And here is the final true Revanite that we need to speak to.
Come on over. There's nothing to trouble us here, and we can speak freely. I'm Major Pathel, at your service. It's always wonderful to meet new initiates. The Order of Revan needs all the dedicated young people it can get.
You're awfully cheerful, aren't you?
A necessary precondition of living on the wall, I think. To keep healthy out here, one needs spirit. I don't know how your other meetings went, but I like to conduct these interviews informally. No point making your life difficult, eh? And quite a few initiates, young officers, acolytes, and the like, think our secret society will help them become Morphs or Dark Lords. You're not like that, I presume?
Is there something wrong with wanting authority?
Not a thing. But you've got to seize it for yourself. And I'm confident you can do that without the Order's help. Not every initiate realizes that advancement in the Revanites does not guarantee advancement in the Empire, nor how dangerous being a Revanite really is. The Dark Council seeks to root us out. So, how do we respond? How do we answer the Empire's accusations of heresy?
We need to show our enemies the truth.
And we will, wherever we can. Not to say we shouldn't defend ourselves, but we won't become traitors to the Empire either. That's all I needed to make my judgment. I'm going to send a message to the compound. Raymond will be waiting for you.
Does this mean my trial's done?
Well, that's not for me to say, but I have a good feeling about you. Journey safely, and be proud to be a part of the Order of Revan.
That's an interesting thing. The Major here isn't actually a traitor. Or he doesn't believe himself to be a traitor to the Sith Empire.
Ready for departure.
He simply believes that it's an ideological like debate, really. He believes that the way of Revan is more appropriate and more correct than obeying the Dark Council. I think he's the only real true Revanite whose trial and whose opinion makes me question things. The others, not so much.
So you finished the pilgrimage. Not bad. I don't know what happened out there. It's none of my business. But the Inner Circle approves of your initiation.
How often do initiates fail?
Honestly? If you can survive the pilgrimage, you're probably a worthy initiate. But a lot of initiates don't survive at all. You did good in this trial. Now you'll have to find someone else to show you the next stage of the journey.
Excellent. My initiation will be over soon.
Good luck. Every step brings you closer to the Master.
And the final thing left to do is speak to the first Revanite we met.
Well, you really made it, didn't you? I've been hearing a lot about your progress, hearing about your trials. Your initiation has not been an easy one, but you've met the challenge and showed you can walk Revan's path. Now you may undergo the final rite.
Is this where I speak to the Master?
Yes, you've earned your audience. The Master will complete your lessons, and you'll be welcomed as a full member of the Order of Revan. This is a great privilege. The Master reveals himself to no one outside the Order.
Where do I find him?
You may go to the Master in his chamber. He will be waiting for you. Listen to him, obey him. Through the Master, you will know the path of Revan.
I see. Excuse me.
You who have died and been reborn, stand before me now. You who have reclaimed the ancient past, stand before me now. You who have demonstrated power and wisdom to my followers, look upon the Master of the Order of Revan.
As you decree, my lord.
This is the end of your initiation and the beginning of your true journey. You will walk the path of Revan forevermore. The enemies of the Order will force you to move in shadows. But we shall keep your secrets safe, as you shall keep ours.
The time for subterfuge is over. Know me for who I am.
I thought the Master was a man.
The ruse serves its purpose. Besides, it felt appropriate. Revan's own gender is unclear in many of our records. I apologize for the deception, and for not meeting you sooner. But you must know how badly the Dark Council wants me dead. The Order of Revan threatens everything the Dark Council prizes.
What makes the Order such a threat?
Revan came to Drummond Cass after being reborn. Some believe Revan died at the hands of our Emperor. I believe otherwise. I believe Revan overthrew the Emperor and has sat secretly on the throne for 3 centuries. Aside from our Order, only the Dark Council knows the truth.
I don't like where this seems to be going.
I have heard whispers in the Citadel. For decades, the Emperor has been in seclusion. The Dark Council no longer speaks with him. The only explanation is this. The Dark Council betrayed their leader and locked Emperor Revan away, seizing power for themselves. They seek to silence us because we know.
They want to silence you because they think you're heretics.
They do. But listing their many reasons for destroying us is pointless. I would ask for your help. My agents tell me that you met with a Sith named Sandor, a man who seeks to destroy the Revanites. End his threat. Go to Sandor and tell him that you met the Revanite leader. Tell him that the leader is his own master, Darth Charnas.
What makes you think I won't betray you instead?
You're one of us now. I put my trust in you, Revanite. I obtained this Sith amulet from Charnas. Give it to Sandor. He'll believe you stole it from his master while among the Revanites. They will turn against each other. When this is done, though, when you've spoken to Sandor, you cannot return here.
But I thought I was part of the Order.
Xandor must never suspect your true allegiance. You must walk the path of Revan on your own. The path to power. The path neither Jedi nor Sith. May the Force be with you. May it make you strong.
Interesting. So we discovered the Revanite Master, their identity. And she has asked us to implicate Darth Charnus as the Revanite leader. Of course, we could tell Darth Charnus's, I'm guessing, agent or apprentice, the Revanite Master's true identity. Decisions. If I was to roll a dice, what would it decide for me? Let's see. Okay. It would ask me to implicate Darth Charnus.
The Master of the Lightsaber returns. He must have taken great willpower to leave the Revanite cultists alive long enough to investigate them. Tell me now, did you find what we need? Did you see the face of the leader?
You know, sure.
It was a man. I couldn't learn his name, but he wore this amulet.
Oh, perhaps that will be enough. A symbol of rank or affiliation or... This. I know this amulet. How did you obtain it?
I can be very persuasive.
This is the amulet of my master, Darth Charnus, taken from the Order of Revan. Speak to no one of this. I will deal with my master myself.
I'll leave you to it then.
Take your payment for my own keepings. It is all I can offer you without alerting Darth Charnus. Leave now. We cannot be seen together any longer, and I have much to do.
I wish you the best.
You've done well. Now go, and beware of Charnus.
Hey, level 24. Awesome.
Destination?
So let's get ourselves back over to the Sith Sanctum now. The reason I decided that in the end is, despite my doubt that Revan was somehow able to depose, I should say, of the Sith Emperor, the fact that the Revanites exist puts the Dark Council on edge, and any challenge against the Dark Council, I suppose, would allow them to become stronger. Whereas if there was no challenges at all, then they would maybe become weak, they'd become lax and lazy. So that's kind of my reasoning, I suppose. So we just need to report our success with Darth Barris. And then we can break this video. Holy hell, we've went over an hour. Bloody hell. Didn't actually look at the time. Oh well. An extra long video. We have a lot of vendor food. I'll sell that between this video and the next one. Gotta be careful here in the Sith Sanctum. It is very easy to accidentally walk off an edge and fall to your death. I've done it, I think, once. That's because I accidentally used their auto run and just went straight off the edge.
The Force is a weapon.
Force
I will show
choke.
you how to wield it.
Has a 1.5 second channel, has a minute cooldown at a range of 10 meters. Chokes the target, stunning it for 4 seconds, dealing so much kinetic damage and builds free rage over its duration. Oh, apparently you can channel the ability while moving.
Show no mercy.
Indeed, no mercy. Excellent. And we did get a new passive ability. Retaliation, which is this skill here, consumes 1 less rage and no longer causes a global cooldown. In addition, melee and range defense is increased by 3%. Level 26 gives us a new ability. What's our shield chance? 27%. Really? That seems a bit low. Oh well, so be it. Let's go report our success. Let's see if Darth Baras has had any success in extracting the agent's information.
I cannot break him!
I guess not.
I feel your anger, Master.
Blind, deaf, comatose, lobotomy patient could feel my anger!
Okay, I'm officially scared.
This is impossible. An unknown power must be shielding this man, which only confirms my suspicions. This Republic agent is the key to unlocking the threat we face. I must harness my rage and frustration. They will lead me to an answer.
Trust your feelings, Master.
The minion advises the Master. Very good. You'll demonstrate your progress. And the word has spread that Lord Grathan is incensed at the slaying of his secret son. I take it that was your handiwork?
You see it correctly.
My confidence in you is growing. I haven't heard from Dreikel Ball, my agent in Grathan's camp. He's missed a scheduled communication. Let me guess. He gave you trouble, did he?
He left me no choice, Master. I had to kill him.
No matter. He fulfilled his primary purpose. Every Sith must attempt to orchestrate his own promotion. Now, back to my prisoner. There's one last possibility to break him. I thought it impossible, but perhaps there's a small chance you could pull it off. Over a millennium past, the Emperor claimed Drummond Cass and made the Dark Temple the epicenter of Dark Force energy. In the bowels of the temple, he conducted horrifying experiments that drained the knowledge and life essence from all the greatest Sith Lords of the time.
He destroyed his own lords.
They existed to serve their master. And that they did. He siphoned them to make himself immortal and all-knowing. The Emperor created a device called the Ravager that ate his victims' minds and delivered to him their greatest secrets. No one could withstand the Ravager's intrusion. Even the strongest Sith Lords of the Empire confessed whatever the Emperor craved.
Where can the Ravager be found?
The Emperor keeps the Ravager hidden in the Dark Temple, which has, in his absence, become a death trap. There's a good chance the horrors that await you will be too severe. But it's worth your life to me. The legends describe a secret chamber in the depths of the Dark Temple, where the Ravager was encased. You'll know the device by its inscription. Be swift, apprentice.
It's so nice to know that our life is worth sacrificing to try and get this item. And of course we already know how Darth Baras likes to sacrifice his apprentices. Like his former one, for instance. Oh well. So we're heading over to the Dark Temple. But we've had two mentions now about the Sith Emperor's absence. once by the Revenites, and now by Darth Barris himself there. At least his absence from Dromund Kaas and the Dark Temple. Anyhows, this is a good point to end this video, which went on for a bit longer than I kind of wanted, but that's fine. When we come back, we'll head to what I would consider the west here, and we need to go to the final section of Dromund Kaas. There are a couple of heroic missions we could do while on the way. We may or may not do them. There's a couple of side missions we could do at the same time. We'll see how I feel. But, as always, this of course has been Antwolf, playing Star Wars The Old Republic. I hope you've all enjoyed, and I hope you all take care. And I'll see you for even more next time. Until then, no. Bye-bye now.